Welcome, sweet friends. Guess who? It's Trisbrina.
Yes, it is, and it is April 15th. On a Thursday, it's the Trisbrina Show coming to you a few hours early today. It's a very, very special episode because in this episode, we're going to share with you a 5-minute routine that's perfect for beginners. It's a morning Qigong routine specifically for more mobility, more flexibility, and spine health.
Yeah. Who doesn't need more of that healthy, happy spine? We sit a lot during the day. We move a lot, but we sit, and maybe you sit a lot too. And the spine gets compressed, and so it needs to be lengthened and open, especially after you've been in the bed sleeping and you get up in the morning. What's the first thing that your cat or your dog does? I know what Mr. Bentley does.
What?
Puts his hands down on the floor, raises his rump way up in the...
He does downward dog.
He does downward dog and lengthens his spine because we need a nice, healthy, long spine.
And Winston turns on his back, throws his arms up above his head, and wants you to rub his belly as he stretches.
I'm gonna try to rub your belly a little today. No, don't worry. We can't reach.
We're actually gonna show him a move similar to that, the trees.
Yes, we have a move called Towering Tree today for you. We have a few really cool moves. We're going to be pushing through the Qi wall. We're going to be turning to Embrace the Moon. All kinds of beautiful flowing Qigong moves to help open up and lengthen your spine, create more mobility, and give you energy for the day, because the spine is like a storehouse of energy. And when the spine doesn't have that healthy flow, that's when it affects the mind. You get that brain fog. You feel slumpish in your body and therefore slumpish in your mind. Slumpish, is that a word? It is now. All right, welcome. We know that we're doing this at a different time in the day. So if you're first catching the Trisbrina Show for the first time because we're on a new schedule, welcome. Satori Method is our company. It's a method of awakening your health, awakening your presence, your levels of focus, and your consciousness. And maybe I should tell you a little bit about Qigong in that it does activate your energy, your life force, and it does help to pull that energy up through your body and up through your spine. And it's not uncommon for people to feel a lot of joy, a lot of happiness inside their tissues and in their consciousness. So.
Yeah, we've been sharing a lot with each other for the past week. We always say we should record our morning kitchen conversations. Oh, that's a good name for
kitchen
podcast.
Conversations.
Kitchen conversations. I came up with coffee and ketchup, meaning catch a ball, and it was just kind of gross, coffee and ketchup. But anyway, we were talking about...
You mean like catching up with a friend, right?
Yeah, catching up with a friend. Coffee and ketchup, but it didn't sound like that.
No,
hello, we see you guys coming in. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Ann and Rita.
Hello.
And we were talking about why is everyone so enthusiastic about Qigong right now? Almost like for us, it's like we're late to the party. But it's really starting to thrive. And I said, well, first of all, because everyone's seeking more immunity, super immunity, and optimal health. Right. What used to seem like a privilege, or maybe I need to do that.
Bit of a luxury almost.
But yeah, has now become a priority for many people.
Essential.
And so then we have all of these people in the world that are like, I need to move. I need to breathe more deeply. I need to do everything I can to keep that immune system strong. But I'm not really wanting to go to the gym. Some do, some don't. I'm not going to do burpees. I don't feel like running a marathon. I have a bad knee. My hip is funky. And what Qigong does is it gives these maximum results in very gentle ways, in ways that multiple generations can actually practice together at the same time. From your teenager to the mother to the grandfather, the movements work for everyone. So in what we've put together for you today, the reason we said for beginners is we really feel like this is something everyone can do. You can be advanced and get great benefit out of it, but we've really tried to make a simple routine. So for those of you who are just starting, morning Qigong and evening Qigong, those are two really great times to boost your energy and then relax your energy. We think you're going to get a lot out of this. And hopefully you're watching this not right before you go to bed, because it's going to boost your energy just a little bit.
Yeah, I love that you said it's multi-family, or did you say multi-generational?
Multi-generational.
You can do this. I mean, we have folks send in pictures of their kids following along with our home study courses on the big screen TV, and the little kids are like hugging the tree, and they're just doing these cool techniques. And I love that. And then the parents and then the grandparents. And the beautiful thing about Qigong is oftentimes it's taught by the grandfather or by the grandmother. It's been passed along over generations. And so there's ancient wisdom inside of these techniques. And one of our big missions, if you will, or a big goal for us is to study the arts deeply so that we can pass them on correctly. And also how to present them in a way that more people will say yes to them. In the past, they were shrouded by secrecy. They were only taught to those who were inside the temple. Think of the Shaolin Temple, and you had to prove yourself to get inside the walls of the temple to learn these powerful, formidable fighting techniques. Yes, they were designed for the fighting monks to be able to have strong, healthy bodies, to generate incredible forces of power, to withstand blows to their tissues. Isn't that crazy? And yet, they eventually were shared and they spread for the life-giving, life enhancement benefits, for the healing benefits.
Yeah.
And so today, if we can share them with you in a way that you get it, it's not super esoteric, and you can make it a part of your life.
You know, and what a great example.
That's what we want.
Like we experienced when we had our martial arts school, like our studio where people came and worked with us live, is that there were classes for the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds, the tiny tigers, and the 4-year-olds, and they would take the classes with their parents. And Tristan would teach them ninja breathing, and it was something that they could go to when they felt upset or sad or mad so it was ingrained so deeply. And then when you have those generations doing something together, which is so beautiful, it doesn't feel like this is a kid's thing to do. It's like, my grandfather does this. It was so empowering.
Yeah, there's a long, deep lineage behind these arts. We call them the Swiss Army knife of personal development because you're moving, you're breathing, you're in a state of meditation, you're visualizing energy flow through water or light, you're saying statements internally or out loud, like incantations. There's this incredible blend. So welcome, if you're just piping in right now, Tristan Sabrina here with Satori Method, and we've got a morning routine, just a 5-minute, simple yet highly effective. It's great for your spine and for flexibility. It's perfect if you're a beginner, and it's perfect if you've been doing this a long time. My sensei always used to say, when I got my black belt in the martial arts, you've mastered the basics. And what I've learned over the years is I really want to continue to master the fundamentals. You don't need a plethora of techniques. You just need to know what you know really well. So we're going to.
When I got my 3rd degree black belt, my sensei said to me, be the example for Sensei Tristan. Always be the example and keep him in
She's
mind.
a grandmaster. That's why I stick around with her. Look at this Qigong grandmaster right here. But I will tell you that Sabrina is one of the most tapped in people that I know to life force and love force and joy. There's pure joy. And at the end of the day, I think that's what we're after, right? We want to feel good in our body. Why? So we are happy.
Yep.
We're not in pain.
And when I love what you said about, we call it the Swiss Army knife. So if you think about, if you go to the doctor right now, any of us, and you say, give me the things that I can do to be in optimal health. They're going to tell you to eat more clean, most likely, right? To get better sleep.
Yep.
But you're like, but I try to get sleep, but I wake up. Well, Qigong can help you with that. They're going to tell you to move your body. That's what it is. It is a moving meditation. They're going to tell you to breathe more deeply, to lower your blood pressure and get a lower resting heart rate. So it's like, and to focus your mind, to focus with intention and to be more mindful. So that's like all the ingredients, and when you stir them together, guess what you get? A Qigong cake. That's what you get.
Oh, cheat cake.
Cheat cake. So it's this great time saver. If we found something better, we would teach you that. But for me, this is just such the ultimate easy to do. Okay, I've moved my body, I've breathed deeply, I've done something good for my health, my mind, my spirit, and it just gets it all done in such a compact amount of time with massive benefits. I mean, if you're familiar with us, you always see all over the place people's testimonials and experience of how much their health and their life has changed from these movements that when you watch them, you could be like, really? flailing your arms like that while you breathe, doing something? Yeah, it is.
Actually
Somebody
is.
could watch a dog breathing and say, that's keeping him alive, and say, really? It's just like up and down, right? So there's secrets inside of each movement, and there's so much more going on than what it looks like on the outside.
I would love to share something for the instructors who are here, whether you're a certified instructor with us in an energy art, or you have a coaching certification, or you're a teacher in another art.
Acupuncturist.
Yeah, or something that you serve your community, your clients. Notice, and this is just a teaching tip because we do certify people to teach, when we're speaking to you about this ancient art, we're talking about it in a way that our clients, our students can understand the benefits of what it is, right? We've taken a little bit of time before the training to describe and explain what's in it for you, how this can serve you. And that's really important. And I just wanted to say that because those of us out there that are serving this particular work, we would love for you to have more clients and help more people. Mm-hmm. And this is what we study as well so that we can serve better. Mm-hmm. So just take some notes from those things. They really help people understand it. On that note, we're going to dig into some of the training now. We're going to go through the routine. Again, this can be done from start to finish in 5 minutes. And usually it's exactly 5 minutes. We'll see if that's what happens today. I think I'll teach it and then we'll break it down and take questions.
Okay.
Okay, so
I agree.
You agree? As I'm going through this, I will be articulating with some words.
We see you guys in the chat. Thank you for saying hi.
Thank you for being here. We see all the love and the hearts, the emojis. We so appreciate it. We always feel so loved when we go live online. That's the way it should be, right? You build your tribe and they're there for you. So
because they want the routine.
They want the routine. You guys.
We know you guys.
They want to hang out. And we love that. So I will say some things, but if you're new and you're like, wait, I don't get it. I don't understand that yet. Just do your best to follow along and then we'll wrap back around and explain it to you. Okay?
So we're going to do the routine and then you'll go through and more teach it and break it down deeper?
That's my plan.
Okay.
That's my plan. Okay.
So do you want me to set this for 5 minutes so you can see?
Oh, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I don't know for sure if it'll be 5 minutes. It's going to be approximately 5 minutes. That's the plan anyway. We're just going to set this up, make sure that you guys can see everything clearly.
You can hear, you can let us know in the chat. Can you hear talk back there? So the reason that he's pulling those curtains is when he's wearing black and this floor is a dark hardwood, you can see better. So we hung those sheer drapes so that you can see all the subtleties a little bit better.
I actually have something that can help us today. I will just put on this extra microphone so that you can hear really clearly.
His second love in life after Qigong is little geeky tech.
Geeky tech. Is that what this is? Geeky tech?
Oh, I can use my new microphone.
Well, what we'll do is we'll get from our friends here a quick tech check, and you guys can let us know in just a moment if this new microphone enables you to hear us or hear me from the back of the room. So I'll put it on now. There we go.
Say new mic.
New mic, hello.
New mic. So if that sounds good to you, if you could just write in the chat for us, just real quick.
It's my little smart mic.
New mic. That means it's good.
Yo, new mic.
No
How you doing,
no
Mike? It's a new mic.
All right, so you let us know. We'll turn up the light so you can see.
Turn up the light, sweet darling.
Turn up the light, sweet darling. We'll put all this stuff here so that you can see really clear. And then you guys...
Okay, Erica, thank you. She said new mic.
New mic sounds
Hi,
good. Yes?
Beverly is one of our Qigong students and just got a VIP client this week. We're super excited about that.
So we're good to go? This sounds good?
It sounds good.
Okay, great.
Here we go. We'll set the timer.
I'll walk you through it, and then we'll deep dive in a moment, okay? I like to bow. This is my way of beginning a routine, and you're just opening your arms. This is called the welcoming Wuji, and you're just breathing into your lower belly. You open your hands. These are energy chakras in your hands. You stretch your fingers for a moment and lengthen your spine. Continue to breathe in your tummy. Then release your breath. Slowly balance into both legs. Transfer the weight to one leg. Open your feet. And what we're going to do is a move called Towering Tree. So we're going to slowly breathe in and raise our arms up and stretch and reach for the sky. And then slowly exhale and flow down. Now we're going to put a little bit of weight in our legs and just loading and warming up the legs. Imagine it's early in the morning, so we're just getting started with our day, breathing in and up. Opening up all the intercostal muscles around the ribs. You can look up a little here, breathing out, flowing down. Getting a little bit more in the legs this time, feeling your feet firmly rooted on the floor. The booty goes back just a little, flowing up.
Feet should be rooted when you're doing Towering Tree.
Yes, up nice and high. We're going to do one more, and we're going to take our arms a little bit further back behind us. Now on the next one, this is optional. You can go up through your toes and raise your heels off the floor. Totally optional, or do the way I was just showing you. Breathe in and up, 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 up. Stretch your ankles and your feet. Slowly lower down. I'll back up so you can see my hands better. And going a little deeper. Breathing in and up. So we're doing 3 of the previous. 3 with the feet up. Slowly lower. Or you can just do 6 of the first 3 I showed you. On this very last one at the end, and this again is optional, I'm going to drop my heels lightly and tap them on the floor. I'll show you now. Up, slowly lowering, and a light tap. Good. We're going to embrace this chi. So that was Towering Tree. We're going to pull our arms through what we call the chi wall. Breathing in, stretch your shoulders back, open your sternum, slowly push and go down a little, and do this slowly and lightly, and see if you can sense, extend your fingers, draw in, stretch your fingers and thumbs, all your extensor muscles are flexing, draw your shoulders back. This time, see if you can feel this wall, if you will, of energy that's around your body. It's known as your auric field. Drawing in, stretch. Remember, this is a morning awakening, flexibility, spinal health routine. Dropping in even deeper if you desire into your legs. Good. Now we're going to hug a tree. A lot of tree in this one. Soften your knees, bounce lightly. Lift your arms up, but keep your shoulders down. Keep bouncing. This is to help release stagnant energy from a long, deep sleep. We're getting it off the body. We're hugging the tree. Now, watch this move here. We're going to breathe in through the skin. It's a skin breathing. Stretch all the muscles and relax and soak down and feel like you're absorbing energy in through your skin, like the tree bark can absorb energy. This is a standing meditation, also known as standing post. And relax. Very good. Now, we're going to be using rotations through our feet. Notice my feet. I'm going to turn in a direction and rotate. The hands are going to rotate out. I'm just going to show this one time, and then we'll do it. I'm going to feel a light stretch through my torso and come back to center. I'm going to breathe in as I rotate, turn my foot, breathe out. Settle in, breathe in, and you'll twist a little bit more, breathe out with each rotation. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're going to slowly bring your arms down, bring your feet together, and we're going to wash the chi wall with our hands like an iron or a washing technique. And this is helping to align our chakras, helping to clear any wrinkles in our energy field. Everything balanced and aligned. One more time, breathing in and up. The hands come into prayer posture. And there's your 5-minute morning spinal health and flexibility routine. Back to welcoming Wuji. Just check in, notice how you feel. Can even close your eyes here. Heart is open, ready to face the day. Awesome. Okay, we'll take questions and we'll break this down in more depth.
Keep that mic.
Ah, I love it. Yeah, if the microphone's working, we'll just go ahead and leave this one on. Cool. I'm curious, how do you feels? I always get really blissed out doing this because when you activate your spine and you feel the chi going up, it's like you're pulling your consciousness up with the movements. I love the idea of wrinkling out, ironing out my wrinkles.
Oh, yeah.
Hi there, everybody. Hi, those of you who just jumped in. Love that you're here. Hello, Kim.
Beverly says, yummy.
Yummy. Yeah, we'll go through some of the nuances to this so that you guys really have it. But did you see that that was literally 5 minutes? It doesn't take long. And think about the days when you just get up and you just start walking and going through your day without really taking a moment to stretch and meditate. Yeah. This could be such a perfect insertion into your morning routine.
Yeah, as we go through it again, speaking about it, notice, the stretching of the spine, the middle back, the bending forward and rounding, all of the mobility that you may not even be aware that you're getting as you're going through it as a flow, that twist. So there was a lot of back and forth, contracting and releasing. There was rotation. There was upper back. There was holding. So you just worked your spine in such a variety of ways in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, totally.
And your heart. You have to show them how you open
I
your
noticed
heart.
something that happens when I do Qigong. Sabrina looked even more beautiful. How is that even possible? But I think honestly, your level of noticing goes up. I was just looking and I'm seeing my beautiful friend, but I'm seeing through fresh eyes because it clears away some of the mind filters. That's the beauty of connecting the brain and the body through the spine.
Well, I ironed out some of my wrinkles.
Did you iron out your wrinkles? No, I'm totally being serious right now. Like, I always think Sabrina's beautiful and she's got this incredible energy, but I'm more receptive and more present that I'm noticing the beauty in front of me. I just think that's so lovely.
Thank you, honey. We actually had a funny conversation. Well, it was more like a monologue, actually.
I just want to say, hi, Sharon. It's been a little while since we've seen you. I love that you're here.
And it was about so many people talking to us about the energy that we have together and the relationship and desiring either to have that or to have some of the flavors that they see in us in their own relationships. And we were talking about, how to share that and how to impart that and how do each of us look at what we find an amazing relationship. And we've shared many times that, Trisbrina is its own entity, that what we both are in love with is the commingling of our energies. And that's the way it is with each and every person that I'm with. My experience is not of them, and their experience is not of me. Both of us are experiencing our interpretation of what happens when those energies meet. So the most beautiful thing that I was telling you last week that someone could do if they want to have a better relationship, a more fulfilling relationship with a partner has nothing to do with the other person at all. The only thing you can do is I can change the Brina of the Trisbrina. I can add a higher frequency. I can bring more love, right? So let's say you're baking a cake. If I bring more sugar to the batter, the overall batter is going to be different, even if Tristan didn't change anything. So I love that your Qigong practice, of course it's for you, but it changes your relationship with everything and everybody because your energy vibration, your frequency that you bring to everything is different. There's so many people say, you know, I want a relationship with this person. Why doesn't somebody love me? And I jokingly said, because if you bring like a yucky energetic vibration and you mingle it with anything, it's still going to be yucky. So the only thing that we can do, the best thing we can do, is to take care of ourselves in the most dedicated way, especially in the morning and in the evening, so that we really start the day like that. And then to take responsibility for every relationship that you have. So it isn't just about optimal health and super immunity. It's about relationships. It's about communication. It really changes who I am. And evidently you become more beautiful, so they say.
I love what Elise wrote. She said, "You're seeing Sabrina through God's eyes, Sensei." That's so true. That's what it's like. You're connected to the divine. Look at me for a second. Open your knee. You go. Yeah.
Chi in my teeth?
She had a little lip on her tooth. Little lipstick. Okay, so we're going to now walk through it with a little bit of private instruction, kind of the way we do when we do our energy expansion event.
Cool.
And then we do a really deep dive when we do our certifications. And by the way, there is a certification that's coming out very, very soon. We'll share a link with you in a little while because we're just opening the doors now for our community to take a look at this.
Only 29 people know about it.
That's all?
Right now, until right now.
Until this moment. And then this will be shared with everybody.
Because of the way that we work so intimately with people in this new invitation that we have for Good Morning, Good Evening Qigong
I have
certification.
A link. Here, I'm going to put the link
it
up.
It will be a limited number of people because we really are going to have people
Here
get the most out of each and every movement and really change their own frequency so that they can help others when they're teaching and sharing.
So just jot that down real quick. I don't want to leave that up because I want the whole screen for the lesson, but just jot that down and take a look maybe after this session when you have a minute. Yeah. It's really, really cool.
Charlene, thank you for your comment. I'm glad that that helped. And Erica, as soon as this live is over, it will automatically become a replay that you can come back to using the same link that you used to get here.
Okay. So we'll spend a little time diving in a little deeper.
And just remember...
That's funny. We'll see. Okay. Mic is still good. I think we still have this one on. All right, so here's what's going on. Kind of the quick private lesson, okay? Since these sessions usually are only 30 minutes. You're standing, you're bringing your feet together, you're kind of stretching your toes. You can do this sitting, but standing is great. And you're feeling that this area, this is called the heart center, this is the power center, and this is the wisdom center. You're opening, your shoulders are lightly coming back, and you're opening your hands and you stretch them because you actually want to stimulate this area in the center of the palm. It's known as the Lao Gong. Okay? And by stretching the fingers and then relaxing helps activate it. And that way, when you're doing your Qigong, you'll feel more of the Qi between your hands and also that auric field. It's pretty cool. It'll throb and tingle, and you'll sense it moving through and around the body. Okay? That's something you want to work on activating. You're lengthening your spine. There's a lot of nuances to this stance. I honestly could teach on this stance for a whole day, but we're going to move on. So, breathing in the belly, opening the hands, connect to an intention. I want to have a great day. Think about it. It's your morning. I want to have an amazing day. I want to feel aligned to my heart, my truth, my family, my job, my clients, whatever it is that lights you up. Okay? And you bend your knees, you get in your legs, relax your tailbone down, and you put all your weight in one leg so that you can very slowly step out, and then you can transfer that weight and open the other leg if you like. And then you sort of move around a little bit until you are relaxing your muscles and creating what's called bows, roundness in your arms, roundness in your legs, a little roundness in your smile. And you're just standing, getting ready. And now what you're doing is your arms are coming up, and I'll just show the movement. And as they come up, you're not raising your shoulders in towards your neck, you're raising them up. Okay? And you're taking your fingers and you're lengthening them and you're stretching. You ever do that? And when you really really reach up. Okay, it's that feeling.
So are your shoulders down as the fingers are up?
No, the shoulders have to come up, but they're not crunched in like that. They're long. Everything's long. Your ribs will open up, and you're stretching, like you use the term intercostal muscles that run through the ribs. You're lengthening the space between the ribs because the ribs can get compressed, tissue can get really tight, ligaments and bones can calcify over time. So you want to kind of be massaging with movement up and down. So you're opening the space between the ribs, and what that does is it enables you to breathe more effortlessly. And when your muscles and your ribs can expand better, you're naturally going to draw more oxygen in. When you get more oxygen, you also get more chi, and you get more of that beautiful life-giving energy flowing through you. So it's nice and tall, and sorry, the feet are open for this one. And then you bend the elbows a little and let everything float down, and you're breathing out. Now, if you have to breathe in, breathe out a couple of times while you're doing, that's fine, but eventually it'll be one long breath. You go into your legs a little bit. Again, just your booty goes back a little bit. Okay, we're back. Thanks, everybody. I'm not sure where the sound dropped out.
Right when he started singing.
When I was singing? So what I was saying, just to recap, is you're lengthening up and opening these intercostal muscles. The booty and back arch just a little, so you're articulating your spine. And you're lengthening it. And you're articulating. And you're pulling your arms back a little. Opening your shoulders, your sternum. And then up. Okay? Now, the next phase, you can either continue doing it the way you were just doing it and just go deeper, or add the rising through the feet and the ankles.
Could you show from the side the rising of the feet and ankles?
Sure, I'll do it from the front and then the side. So, we just came down, we went a little bit deeper.
Sounds good, right?
Okay, and now we're coming up. And as the arms come up past the shoulders, you'll use the arms to elevate your body. It's not fast, it's still done slow. You might even hear some little adjustments through your ankles and feet. I always do. And then you're coming down slowly through your feet. Now, obviously this is great for the foot strength and the calves, but it's optional, okay? And then as you come down, you can go a little bit deeper. Now I'll show you from the side. So there's some booty out. Coming up, watch. I have to close, these are called suspenders. I have to pull my rib tips down just a little as I go up for balance. Come up through the feet. If I lose my ribs, I'm going to be wobbly, and this technique's hard to do. So you imagine you have suspenders attached to your hips and your rib tips, and that they're lightly drawn in. That enables you to have balance as you come up. You release down through the heels slowly. And because we're probably on number 5 or 6 here, look at how much deeper I'm able to go because I'm warmed up. We'll do one more, and I'll show you the heel tap. Remember the suspenders. I put too much suspender. Reach those fingers, come down, watch my heels. Boom. It's a light tap. It's an ancient Qigong technique to stimulate the kidney adrenals through the meridian lines and ground you. Okay?
I often do that in the shower, like when I'm rinsing the soap out of my hair. I just kind of tap the heels. It feels so good with that warm water on my back.
Love it. Okay, so we've just come down and boom. Now, our arms come out and around. You can open your feet a little wider now.
So that was Towering Tree.
Towering Tree version part 1 and part 2 with the heel rise. Now you gather your chi and you start to draw in. And watch my hands on the in. I stretch my fingers. These are called extensor muscles.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. So draw them in. You can even stretch your thumb on
Do it
this
again.
one. Okay, draw. Open this. See, there's a lot of back articulation and
look at
lengthening,
that. Like
right?
cat-cow.
Cat-cow. We want that. Here, and then as we're going to be in the legs, we're pushing gently. This one's really gentle. And you want to imagine that as you're pushing, there's like this wall, energy wall, auric field around you, and you're slowly pushing through it. And imagine the walls here, and I just went through it, and I'm feeling that energy moving up along my arms. It's really cool. Okay? So you're here. You can drop into this as low as you want in the morning. Push through. Lengthen the fingers at the end. Come up. Draw in. Stretch. Push. Do 3 of everything.
So there's that when he pulls the fingers in, it's like cow. The back is arched, and when he pushes them forward,
Watch my booty. It goes down.
watch my booty.
Look at my booty. Okay? Let's pull this in a little because you might be able to see the form better. Watch the ribs. They're not too flared. There's a stretching and opening,
So good.
not a leaning, stretching, and then watch the ribs drop in.
Spine flexibility.
Okay? And feel lift. Lift.
Anne likes your jazz hands.
Thank you. Okay. So there you go. You got that? And then you come into this. This is a standing meditation. Great way to bounce now. Any of that morning stagnation, we're kind of just getting it off. Okay? Jump, 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 bounce, bounce, bounce. This is a little rebounding technique that will stimulate your lymphatic system. Super helpful. And now we skin breathe. So the posture is called, some people call it tree hugging. Hug a tree. Some people call it tree pose, but not to confuse it with the yoga tree pose posture with one leg up inside the other leg. Hug a tree. I'm stretching here and then relaxing the muscle tissue and feeling that auric field that's filled with wonderful energy.
You could feel like your whole body is a balloon, and as you inhale, it's expanding like a balloon, and when you exhale, it's relaxing again.
Perfect. Or like your whole body is a lung.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so you do that 3 times. And fill from the bottom through the diaphragm and let it come up. So it's a full body breath through the skin. Okay, now, remember I showed you can turn your feet. The reason for that is when we rotate this way, we want this foot to turn a little so that the hips can twist without there being any torque on the knee. That's important. Mm-hmm. Now, you are going to breathe out and then breathe in when you rotate. Why? Because most of the rising movements in Tai Chi and Qigong have an in-breath and then a relaxing release. So we're going to in-breath. The hands are going to rotate, so we get a nice spiral through the tissues of the arms.
Look at the spine now, like
And
a
watch what
towel
happens.
being wrung.
And we're embracing the moon. So it's called turn to embrace the moon. We come back, we turn the hands back in. You can even stay here and do a full body breath and then go again. Turn that foot. Rotate, embrace the moon up, breathe out. You want to put that extra breath in here? Great. Rise and root. Breathe in and up. Embrace the moon, release the breath, or go right into the next one. Does that make sense? That's how you do that. Okay. Now we transfer the weight. Arms come back up. I'll go back so you can see. Nice long. and they float down the chi wall. And you're ironing out the wrinkles. Sometimes your hands will naturally want to, like when you're ironing, they'll iron.
Show them how you iron, honey.
I iron like that. With the handle. Isn't that how you do it? Okay, it's basically that. If you feel anything kind of sticky, that's not uncommon. Like, oh, I just kind of need to iron a little bit right there.
They really love this routine.
Because think about it. Thank you, everybody. Your listening skills, this is so important in our method, Satori method. It's the art of listening to your energy so you know what to do, not just in your physical form and how to heal yourself, but how to move through your day. You want to increase your listening. It's a moving meditation. Meditation is the art of listening, just being present. That's where the Satori means an awakening. That's where it comes from, not from thinking. It comes from getting out of the way and listening. So we're ironing, we're listening, we're aligning these beautiful gates, these spinning wheels called chakras up and down the front of the body. We're aligning them. Beautiful. Okay, and then we finish with our final move, which is prayer hands. I always love to touch my heart center and just, how may I serve? Because now it's time to embrace the day. You might want to, how may I serve into Wuji? You might want to, how may I serve into the quantum, into the heavens? Give it to God. And then just stand in receptive mode. So Wuji is receptive mode. It's no mind, no thinking, just being.
Listening.
Listening, the ultimate listening.
What is God saying to you now?
Yeah.
You're a listener.
And that's why I think when I came and I sat down and I looked at Sabrina and everything was different, is because we open ourselves up. That's just such a beautiful way to start the day. Now, we have a complete training for morning Qigong that we'd love to share with you and certify you to share these arts with others the way that we just shared them with you. Mm-hmm. And if you resonate with this and you would like that, then you definitely want to go and check out. How do you guys feel? Yeah. What do you got going on in your experience right now? Shirt or trousers? LOL. I missed that.
Ironing.
Ironing.
And nothing.
Do you hear what I hear?
Sometimes a little shirt collar, but not often.
Here's that link again for those of you interested in learning how to teach or just take your skills of Qigong. What we just showed you was like a little sampler of what this can do for you. But, take it and enjoy it.
If you know about our flow form Qigong certification, I'll tell you some of the differences. Good morning, good evening Qigong. It's really like a twofer. You're going to get certified in both when you go through the program. And this is the new launch of it. And people are really looking for super immunity and optimal health. And it's our passion to get it out into the world more right now and to help people teach virtually from Facebook or Zoom or a park or a studio. So for these first people who go through this with us, and only this time because we're actually creating the program live, there's an 85% off discount. So whoever joins us for this particular time, you'll see behind the scenes. When we go live like this on Facebook, you'll be there watching us create programs that will later live in the academy that will be all edited nice and clean. But you'll get to see them a little rough around the edges, hence the huge discount. And the other thing that we're doing is we're going to meet 5 times together through Zoom. And when we're in Zoom, we can see you and hear you and talk to you, which is why there's limited spots. And not only are we going to make sure that you are mastering the movements for your own health, but also to help you become better at sharing them. So it's sort of new because technology allows us to, there's going to be, the flow form has such beautiful moves with spirals, and it takes quite a while for some people to get the coordination. The movements in good morning and evening are more linear and quicker to learn. So we're going to have more time to focus on you being a great teacher. So that's going to be a lot of fun for us. And then the super bonus that we're doing, and you've got to look at the page because we're going to show you how we set up to teach virtually. We're going to show you how to monetize the certification. There's just oodles there. But I really want you to check out the part that's called the Satori Showcase. This is going to be like a summit where whoever wants to participate after we've gone through the program, and we're going to go through it in about 6 weeks. It's like almost like, what would you say, a marathon, Qigong-a-thon, where we're going to introduce you as a teacher and instructor to our tribe. Now, what's the benefit of that is some people struggle when they want to have a business as nobody's seeing me. Nobody knows I exist. So not only will you be on our webpage and have a badge, but you'll be in the showcase, either interviewed as to why you're a teacher or what your benefit is, or maybe you'll show an attribute or you'll show a move, and we will showcase our new teachers, and then people can go to the website to see how to get in touch with you. All of us can share this across our social media, and it gives you a little footage, a little reel of side by side with other people, side by side with us. And we're very well respected in this industry. So that's really going to help you get that visibility and that credential. So that alone is worth more than we're charging for the entire certification. We only announced it to 29 people, and I would say it's about 25% full already. So love to have you participate. The big question people ask is, when are the sessions that I really should attend live? And those we do on Saturdays, midday here in Texas, when people that have 9-to-5 jobs are available. People in Europe, the time works for them. So everything else, well, first of all, it's at your own pace. You have a full year to take the exam. You don't have to attend anything live. But we really love when you attend those live Zoom sessions, so we can say, hey, Ann, great job, or hey, Ann, your butt's out, or hey, Ann, if you do this, you're going to experience less wrinkles.
Hey, Ann, get your butt in. I just want to say welcome to folks who are already joining us. Allie joined a little earlier this morning. Welcome to the training. Barbara, Vicky.
Nancy's here. She joined.
Nancy. Beverly just popped in and joined.
Oh, good.
Elise
Beverly,
joined. Welcome.
Elise joined?
Yeah, she's right here.
I just said an hour ago. I so hope Elise joins. That would be so amazing.
Magnus, Trevor, Marita. Diana, okay.
The first one was Jeanette.
Oh, Diana. Wow, she was fast.
Maura.
Mora.
She's
I didn't. Good. Everybody's. Oh, Joanne O'Reilly.
Yes, Joe O'Reilly.
Oh, that's so awesome. Well, welcome everybody to that's joining us for this. We cannot wait to train with you.
You see how we are genuinely know these people?
Yeah,
and we're so excited. It's because we've had the opportunity to work with them in other programs via Zoom.
Yeah.
And the relationship is so solid and so strong and so fulfilling for us as teachers, imparting, and then to let them go and share.
I just love it.
It's so fun. So when you go to that page, we just recorded a video yesterday or the day before that sort of tells it all. But then you can hear what students are saying about going through our certification programs. It's phenomenal. It'll definitely sell out. That's not an issue at all. So if you want a space, get it as soon as you can. And historically, the first time we release something at a launch price, it's the only time you get to go through the whole thing with us live. The prices are usually never that low, and the bonuses are never usually that outrageous. So if you're thinking you ever want to do it, I would definitely do it now. And something's changed from the pandemic. People are looking for ways to stay healthy more than they ever have before. Yeah. It's more important than going to the movies right now. And they're learning to do things online. Like we teach a lot of classes through Facebook for free and for paid. So there's ways to teach where you don't have to pay any rent. And we'll talk to you about that as we go through the cert.
Cool. Well, that was fun.
Vicky, you signed up. I just saw you in the chat.
Yeah, Vicky and Nancy just wrote, your teaching style is phenomenal. Nancy, you're such a phenomenal teacher. You're so dedicated to your craft. Nancy's created a complete studio in her home for teaching from. Everybody's embracing the new virtual approach to sharing, so you can do it from your home. We've been doing it that way for years. And
these people are so multi-talented. Like Nancy was, what did she taught? Like dentistry, dental hygienist.
But so
it's like it doesn't have to be your full-time thing. There's the, what do we call it? It's not called the crossover.
You call it a side hustle.
No, it's when you're doing both.
But just to Nancy's training, she's done so much overlap. That's true. So many different things. Like So we were talking about the certifications that we have. Nancy's got a lot of different certifications and trainings because we all geek out on this stuff. So why not take something that we geek out on or that we love? You know, we're a bit of personal, spiritual growth junkies around here, right? Why not take that and build up your toolbox and then pass it on?
Yeah.
And so we teach you how to teach.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference.
I think that's everything because we're certified in lots of things separately. You know, I was all these fitness certifications in ballroom dance and Qigong and EFT and business training. And then it's somehow when all that gets mixed together, you become this very unique gift. So even if someone else is teaching the same move as you, what we like to share is what makes your teaching of it unique and who do you want to teach and what is that perfect student for you? You know, what's the problems that they have that you're going to help them solve? These are conversations we love to have. Like someone that just went through our certification, she was just hired by a corporation to work with people that are suffering with some mental skills, to work with them on Qigong to see how it helps and their progress. So that's like her thing. Someone else wants to work with spine health, like what we did today. You know, you can teach your classes for such unique things. We're teaching at for couples who are working on fertility. Like there's so many different ways that you can share what you love. It's not about saying just hanging a sign like I'm teaching Qigong. It's helping people with their energy and their fitness and moving meditation.
Did you take a picture of the flower this morning?
I didn't.
So
you want me to run and do it?
This is a picture of a flower in our garden that just bloomed yesterday. And if we had
it's a hibiscus.
If we had the other picture, I thought we did, but we don't. But just imagine that flower is now gone. And I just thought that was so crazy when Sabrina told me that. She said they only bloom for a day. I was like, all that glory just for a day?
Yeah.
And it impressed upon me how there are these times in life when something bubbles up and just like all this beauty comes and then it can be gone so fast. So it's so important to appreciate it while it's here.
Yeah.
And in a way, that's how life feels to me. Like it's here for a little while. It's so important that we fully bloom and that we share that with others. Share your bloom. So if you love the energy arts, you're here for a little while. Bloom full on. So take care of you and invite people to take pictures. So that just means share that love. Share your blossoming fully. And that just feels so good.
Yeah.
We
really had an incredible kitchen conversation about it. Like, wow, you could say, wow, that plant worked so hard to make that bloom, prepare those petals, to then open up and reach up and create that vibrant color. And you're like, really, man? Just for a day?
Just for a day.
And that's just our mind, you know, because if we were only present to the right now, that would never even occur to us.
So amazing.
You know, and I was so inspired to bloom so fully each and every moment. It doesn't matter how long that moment lasts because there's only one moment anyway. And what Qigong does is it helps me sit at the top of the moment, like the car is the moment car, and I can drive through life in the moment.
There's a song that I don't know what was going to come through, but it's like, be here now. There's a song for that.
There's a song in your heart?
There's a place in my heart for lovers. All right, sweet friends.
We are the towering trees.
Does it have a beat to it? We're all towering trees. Enjoy this morning routine. Come and join us in the Qigong program if that lights you up. Go and check it out.
If you have specific personal questions, you can send us an email. It's always satori@satorimethod.com. And the 80% discount is already on the page. There's a multi-pay plan or save even more one pay. And Facebook is optional. But if you're in Facebook, we do have a really awesome group in there.
Dance it out.
I can show my pants.
Oh, show off your pants. What kind of pants have you got? Oh, come on, give us a little groove. Here we go. Advanced Qigong right there. Up! Bring it. See y'all soon.
That's the waving bush.
The waving bush.
That didn't sound right. Sorry.
That was a good move. Okay. Much love. Bye.